Say you number one in your city, I just came up in it and I take your place. I cannot mess with these rappers, can you back up?
What's good, Ravens fans? It's your boy JG back with another video. Sorry, I've been away for a while. You guys know I travel for work, so sometimes I cannot make videos like I want to make videos. However, I do have some ideas that's going to help that. But first, I want to tell you guys some things I have to get through before we get into the video talking about Ravens free agency. First things first is I talked to my accountant. He says I have to at least try to make some money on this channel, not just give all the content away for free. So I will be doing that. Patreon coming soon. You guys can join the different levels. Same thing with YouTube membership, join different levels. I'll keep it simple. You want to join, please join. If you don't, please still watch the videos. I love you guys. We're family. Second thing, I'm working on shirts. They'll be coming soon. Don't worry about that for now. I'll make another video. But then when it comes to the programming, we're still going to do reaction videos. I'm going to try to do at least one a day. However, when I'm traveling, I won't be able to do that. So in order to make up for that, I want to do lives at least once a week where I go live. I talk to you guys about the topics. Again, this is a fan-first channel. Other channels, they're trying to be professional, kind of like commentators paid by the Ravens, not me. Fan-first channel here. So I want to include you guys, and I want to go live with you guys. So please, please, please join those lives. Let's get into the video talking about the Ravens free agency. Let's do it.
The first few days of free agency are now in the books, and the dust is starting to settle from that initial wave of activity. Now, the moves really started back on Monday when the legal tampering period opened, and by the time the new league year officially began on Wednesday, many of the big-name players across the league were already off the board. So now that the initial spending spree is kind of concluded, we're getting into that second wave of free agency. Now, I know Ravens fans have questioned why the team hasn't made any splash moves in the first few days, but historically speaking, if you go back and you look through the years, this second wave is often when the Ravens make some really quality moves. Michael Pierce.
And so, guys, he's not wrong about that. I'm not happy with it, to be honest. It just sucks to me that other teams are making big moves. I saw a stat that said the Ravens are one of two teams that have not acquired any players from any other team yet. So again, what players are we going to get to win a Super Bowl? And I know, guys, we are a great organization. I love the Ravens. They get money from me, okay? They call me now, asking for money, okay? I get it. However, we're trying to win Super Bowls, not be a great team. We're trying to win Super Bowls, and you have to be a little bit more aggressive in today's game, in today's era, right, where you have to be able to do that to win Super Bowls. There was a point in time where, the way to be a good offense was to have the best chemistry when you could just, get players one by one, train them in your system, and you could be a top-tier offense. Now, in order to be a top-tier offense, you have to have the dogs, right? You're not going to out-team Patrick Mahomes' arm, right? The Rams showed you, hey, you're not going to be able to out-team Cooper Kupp having the best season of any receiver and Matthew Stafford throwing dimes. Now, again, that means that you won't be great consistently, right? But you can win a Super Bowl that way now. It wasn't always like that. So I think we have to get a little bit more aggressive. The issue, though, is that with Lamar Jackson, if you don't know what's happening there, can you really even go get a top-flight receiver? He's going to want to come and play with Tyler Huntley for less money than another place because the Ravens are going to pay receivers less than other places would? Of course not. So that's a little tough. He did have some examples about us acquiring pieces in the past. The only thing I would say is that, yes, we did acquire those pieces, but they were not at premier positions. That's the issue that the Ravens are having, I think, right now, is that their strategy is to acquire great players. They're great players at second-tier positions, like running back, tight end, and then hopefully the team is so good that it outplays you, right? When we talk about other teams that try to do the team method, like the San Francisco 49ers, they have a top-flight receiver, okay? Great corners, so do the Ravens. Great offensive line. The Ravens have a good offensive line. But next year, I do think it'll be great because Ronnie will be 100% healthy, right? They have pass rushers. We don't have any pass rushers, right? Those expensive positions that the Ravens don't have. We have a lot of good players at fullback and tight end, and guard, and all these different running back. But if you look at who wins Super Bowls, it's the quarterbacks. The, they're the ones that get it done. You can have a premium receiver now and get it done. It's just, in the past, you never had a number one receiver be the best player on your team and win a Super Bowl, but the Rams disproved that. So we got to get a little bit more aggressive and get a premier position like receiver. That would, if we could get a number one receiver. Now again, with Lamar makes it tough, but that would make me happy personally as a fan. I don't know about you guys. You guys let me know in the comments below.
This is a good example from someone last year.
Oh, sorry about that. Struggle streaming.
Who fits the mold.
Oh, Jesus. Struggle streaming. My bad, guys. My bad.
The Ravens signed him after that initial wave of free agency, and he's a quality player. Now, as you know, the Ravens are tight against the salary cap, so the players that they're looking for have to fit the right player, right price mantra. So who could that be? Now, the Ravens, of course, are still looking to add to the wide receiver room, and the market at that position has been...
So let's talk about that before he goes on. Because this is another thing that is disappointing about Eric DaCosta. In the live that we're going to do next week, is going to talk about that. We don't have premier players at expensive positions other than Lamar Jackson with the franchise tag. But Lamar is doing his part. Look at the numbers. A quarterback is supposed to win games on his own. No quarterback has done that more than Lamar Jackson. So don't blame Lamar for that. When Lamar's in games, we win games. That's it. When Lamar's not in games, we lose games. So you can't blame Lamar. So where is this other money going, right? And the truth of the matter is, you're paying middle linebackers. No other team is paying middle linebackers like that. Okay? You're not paying pass rushers. Other teams pay pass rushers. The best teams pay pass rushers, right? Corner is an important position. You have to pay your corners, so you have to do that. Receivers. Other teams pay receivers. And I know what you guys are going to say. Oh, look at the Chiefs. They didn't have receivers. Juju Smith-Schuster would have been a number one receiver on our team. We actually tried to get him on our team, but he said no because you guys run the ball 80 times a game. So, again, we don't have any cap space because we're paying Roquan Smith. We're going to have to pay these other players. We're paying, again, tight ends, and I'm not mad at that. But in today's game, middle linebackers don't win you Super Bowls, right? In today's game, pass rushers and corners win you Super Bowls. We pay corners, but we don't pay pass rushers. We got to kind of either find a way to be better at manufacturing pressure in the biggest moments or help Lamar Jackson out more and get him some premier talent weapons, okay? It doesn't matter how good J.K. Dobbins is, guys. He's a running back. I'm just going to let you guys know, and it's the truth. All right, so.
A little slow to develop this year. The top targets went for about $11 million a year, but there are still quality free agent receivers who are available right now, and the Ravens could be able to get one of them for a good price. So we'll see where that goes, but make sure you're staying on top of all the action by following us across all of our social media platforms. That's it for me on Final Drive today. Thanks.
All right, so Garrett's done. Good job, Garrett. Again, I like Garrett a lot. Not a lot for him to talk about today. More using this as an introduction to the topic here. So, again, a disappointing free agency so far. Nothing big yet. Other teams are making big splashes. Guys, if I remember correctly, the Bengals are making big splashes at offensive line. Scary. I'm going to say this because I don't remember correctly. You guys correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. I believe they signed Orlando Brown. Regardless of what you say, Orlando Brown is one of the better tackles in this league. And the Ravens shouldn't have let him go. We got to be harder on these players, okay? We should not have let him go. Hollywood Brown should still be a Raven. Hollywood Brown would have been the best player on our receiving core this year. We have to be meaner to these people, right? I'm up for all the players, and I'm for contracts, right? I don't like it that I don't like it that I don't like it. Sorry, I'm trying to get my thoughts. I don't like it that we are letting these players go so easy, but playing hardball with Lamar. I don't understand that. Again, you're gonna make Lamar want to leave. Be the way you're playing with his contract, because I don't think he's asking for fully guaranteed money based on everything that's coming out. That's neither here nor there. But we're letting these other players go early. And so when you're drafting talent and that's your method to get better, you have to keep them. You gotta keep them. It makes no sense. It makes no sense at all. And we gotta stop just letting players go because they want to go. Play your contract out here, then we'll let you go, buddy. That's the name of the game. Again, Hollywood Brown's a little different because we did get Tyler Lindenbaum, but I believe for Orlando Brown, we didn't get. I think we got a second round pick. Make him play, and if he don't want to play, then stay home, buddy. We don't no pain on our backs. Just do what you gotta do. So, you guys, let me know what you think about free agency so far in the comments below. Thanks. Go Ravens.
I'm number one in this race. Lyrics burning like it's mace. Doing shows, I change up my flow. My talent is something that you can't erase. Say you number one in your city, I just came up in it and I take your place.